and today we got to play Gift of Tulips. So this is a gift-giving game. This is one of the few mechanisms where it's like, it's time to give some gifts. All right, but before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because board games are amazing, or card games, and this is what we do here at Legends of Nirvana. Now, Robert, can you tell us a little bit more about Gift of Tulips?
Okay, so Gift of Tulips. It's a brand new game. Came out in 2022. Overall rank is 10,146. It's rated at 7.3 on Board Game Geek. The designer is Sarah Perry. Artists include Katie Grierson, Emily Hancock, and Maria Gabriela Patino. It's published by Weird Giraffe Games. It's not available for purchase yet. It's on pre-order Miniature Market. MSRP is $19.99, but Miniature Market's got it for $14.99. I could not find it anywhere else.
Now, so we actually picked this up at Origins. So I assume they're going to have copies at Gen Con. So be on the lookout for it because they did have copies there at Origins. So that's where we got this. We actually got to meet with Weird Giraffe Games. They were fantastic. So they were able to sit down and explain this game to us. So I'm super excited to get it out and actually play it because first off, gorgeous.
Yeah, the art
absolutely breathtaking. So let's talk about quality of components. So this game,
pretty much just the cards and wooden bits,
but it's good quality cards.
Yeah, They have really good quality cards. So they knew it was a card game. They knew that's where to put their money. They also, the scoring markers are these little cute little things. Like mine's a little teapot. Then we have a little man.
And a bicycle.
Oh, here's a little shoe.
Yeah. And I had a moo cow.
Oh, and he's got a tulip over there. Oh, you got a little moo cow. That's freaking amazing. All right, so I thought that was really cute that they did something a little bit different with the score markers. And it is a good quality of cards. So I'm thinking.
Well, then you got the
score markers.
Screen printed.
The screen printed markers for the cards, the ranks of the cards too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I think everything
not bad for a small box game that is $15.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you take in the price, the components that are there, I'm going to give this an 8. I mean, just that everything they did well, and the price point's perfect. This is where it's at.
I think 8's a good score.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm thinking 8. Take 2.5 maybe even. It's really well done.
Yeah, what they got, they did it well. I'm glad. All right, so now let's talk about the theme. So the theme is that it's a tulip festival. Tulips are coming through, and you are trying to share the beauty with your friends. But you also want to make sure that you get some victory points on the way. So overall, I think it's absolutely cute. You're giving flowers to your friends. And I forgot, I don't think that the guys realized you were supposed to give flowers away.
I gave you flowers. I gave Robert some flowers too.
Honestly, I think it's super cute, the theme. And I think artwork is absolutely gorgeous.
Well, what's amazing about this is you've got the art, the really beautiful flower art, but the backs of the cards and the festival marker cards are this blue and white porcelain color, and I think I like the art on the back of the cards better than the art on the front. It's just beautiful. It looks, looks like a classic old plate that you might find.
Yeah, I think they did a fantastic job with this art. Well, and then it's like that blue is found on the scoring cards. It's found on the cheat sheets, which again, fantastic. So overall, the theme is absolutely gorgeous. Giving it a score, though, what are you thinking for theme, guys?
Artwork aside, I'm not talking about artwork. I think that the actual mechanic of the game is kind of layered on. I mean, it could be really anything that you're giving away, not necessarily tulips, but that's a very minor little thing to me because overwhelmingly the artwork is just gorgeous. So I'm going to give it an 8.5. Yeah,
I think I agree with you on the fact that, even though, flowers aren't like the biggest, it could be anything that you're giving. But I think it's fun that it's flowers. I think that it's fun and it makes sense. Right. And, that's why you're giving away so many. And it is the Tulip Festival. And I liked it. So I agree with you on the 8.5. What are you thinking?
I'm right with you on that. It was somewhere between 8.5 and 9 for me. I mean, I can understand why I probably wouldn't give it a 9 because of the fact that it's not really intrinsically part of the game. Right. It could be anything that you're doing. But I think it makes perfect sense they're giving flowers, and the art is just amazing.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, I think they did a phenomenal job here. All right, so now let's talk about the rule book. So A, we got these really great little cheat sheets. It makes
Mm-hmm.
it really straightforward. Again, love me some good cheat sheets.
Yeah.
So what about the actual
the
rule book?
rulebook is tiny. Obviously, the box is tiny. It's got the same cobalt blue and white art like you would see on the cards, but on the backs of the cards, but it's carried throughout the rulebook as well. As far as pages, it doesn't have page numbers on it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pages. But part of that is a note from the publisher and the author or the creator of the game, and part of it's just an explanation of the types of flowers you see in the game.
Oh, that's cool.
So
It actually adds a little bit more to the theme.
Yeah.
You've got the contents, the types of cards, the setup. I mean, it is a simple card game, so it's not very complex at all. The how to play section is really only 4 pages total, and scoring. It's really simple read, no confusion whatsoever on the gameplay, and most everything is either on the cheat sheets or on the scorecards themselves telling you how everything scores. So super easy. I think this is a very effective rule book. I'm going to give it a 9.
Okay.
And one thing I want to point out, we didn't point out in theme, which I think is important. So Weird Giraffe Games, we didn't mention this in our first review of the first game we did, but they had a card that you give out to the person who won it, and Miranda won, so she got Best Bud. And so you're supposed to take a picture of it with a selfie and put it on social media. But, it's got unique artwork on that one, and it did have unique artwork on the other game that we played by Weird Giraffe. I really like that. I think that's really cool.
Well, it's not that they want you to share it on your social media, but they'll share it for you too if you share it to theirs.
It's just so cool that, one, it gets the word out about Weird Giraffe Games, but two, it's just neat.
I have to say, Weird Giraffe was amazing. We met with them at Origins. They spent a lot of time going over their games with us. They sent us home with some to do for reviews. They were phenomenal people to work with. And I love that they put their love into their games like that.
Well, and honestly, every time we've been playing one, it's like a pleasant surprise. Like, oh, this one was actually really good, and we really enjoyed it and had a lot of fun. So I like when you get those kind of games that you end up getting super excited about. And I think this is
kind of like it's one of those games that's just completely under the radar.
Yeah,
you wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, and so this one, I hope we can play this with my mother tomorrow. I want.
She will really like this.
Yeah. So exactly. So that's kind of the thing. So super exciting. Now let's.
One more thing we didn't talk about on theme that we noticed after the game is the art on. Even though they're the same flowers, the numbers, there's values from 2 to 4 in the game, and each one of those has its own art. Even though there's no reason for it had to. It's very subtle, and you barely notice it. We didn't notice it for the whole game.
Well, I noticed it, but Andrew called it out. I didn't realize because there were just slight differences, but it was cool that is original different art. And I know as far as artists are concerned, that's a big deal, and so this is fantastic.
So,
all right, let's actually get to gameplay, guys. We're just super excited about this game. Yeah. All right, so gameplay is pretty straightforward. Okay, there is a deck of cards. You don't see that here. Here. 2 cards. Yay! Okay, look at that. All right, so I'm going to pick up one of these cards, okay? I get 2 in the round, but first
I bet it's a blue one.
I'm going to say,
oh, no, it's purple.
Okay, so I pick up this card. Now, I've got a couple of options. Now, I see over here on the board that this particular card is first place. Now, I also see that if I were to give it away, I would get the value on the card 4, and then this says +3, so it's 7 victory points. Now, because it's first, I could put it in my hand. I wouldn't get anything for it because it is first place and it's better to give away. But if I do have the most in a certain value at the end of the game, it's worth a significant amount of victory points. In this particular instance, I could either end of game get 15 or give it to someone right now for 7. So I'm going to give it away just for someone for 7. Now, when I do this, though, I want to kind of ask around. Okay, well, Randy only has one of these cards, so I feel like
I'm not very loved.
He needs some love, so I'm probably going to end up giving it to him.
Well, thank you.
So I get 7 victory points now.
That's why I married you.
Exactly. All right, now I'm going to pick up the second card, and I'm going to say, oh, look at that. I've got a 2 of this one. Now, in this particular case, it is down here. If I keep it, I get 1 victory point. If I give it away, I'd give 3. But you know what? I don't want to do either one of those. Maybe I just want to increase the value because I have a lot of them. I don't have it in this particular case, but if Randy was going to do it, he may want to add the value to make it worth more at the end of the game. So he could put it on this thing, he will calculate it, and that now has a bigger value, it will move up on the track.
Alternatively,
Or
equal or more. But alternatively, you can add it to a pool. Now, at the beginning of the game, each person, we play 4-player, you're going to draw a card into your hand, and you're going to discard, or not hand, you're going to put face up as your starting flower, and you're going to put one as a face down.
On a secret festival.
Secret festival. And at the end of the game, that pool of secret cards, you're going to shuffle it up, and 5 of those cards are going to get added to the mix. So if you buried some cards into that mix that were
it could totally change.
It could change
what
the
becomes
distribution.
first place.
But the thing is you're taking a gamble, because if there's a lot of cards in there, you could potentially not have any of your cards come up as being ones that are added.
So I do want to say I have the least amount of cards on the board, but I'm the one that ended up winning. Now I think this game is very, very different, because a lot of times you're just so focused on your own board. I actually love the mechanic of giving stuff. Giving it away gives you a lot more victory points. Like I said, if you do a comparison, that one card was worth 7, but if I had kept it, the max I could have gotten was 15 for it being first place, right? So that was half just for one card, right? So I think it was very interesting, but also playing other people's boards, kind of in a positive way, though, of giving something instead of taking away. I like that. I like the feel of that so much better than take that. I mean, you're a little bit of choosing.
So let me give that.
Give that, yeah. I actually really, really like that. I thought that was fun. I thought that was, it's a different take on. I don't think I've ever really kind of experienced that.
Because there's no negative feelings. You're getting a flower. Like, sweet.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm allergic to these cards.
No, it's absolutely fantastic, and I loved it. I mean, and there were sometimes I kept cards because it was like, oh, if I gave it away, it was worth 2 points, but if I kept it, it was only worth 2 points. So at that point, I kept it, right? But, I thought that was interesting, and the more popular something is, the more victory points you gave it for giving it away. Like, I really, really liked that. I thought it was super cute. I just had a lot of fun, and I thought it was so creative to do something like this. I'm honestly just impressed. I don't know about you guys. What did you guys think?
I agree. It's just an interesting take on it. Beautiful artwork, fun gameplay. Honestly, if it comes to score, knowing what it is, knowing it's a light game, and I accept that it's a light game, I want to give it a 9.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I think you're absolutely spot on. For a light game, this is a small box card game. I'm giving it a 9. It's a lot of fun. I think it was very creative. I don't think I've seen something like this. Top notch. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not sure I can go a full 9 on just because of the simplicity of the game, but it is a very elegantly done game. I'm probably close to that. I'll give it an 8.5. I think it's well done. It's way more than I expected from this game.
Right.
I mean, I don't generally like small box games, but this one was a lot of fun. And, we do know this was one of the, they're hot sellers at Origins. I mean, at least we saw people referencing this was a very, one of their picks for top game there. It was a few people we saw talking about this game. Yeah.
It kept bringing up in conversation, and I'm not going to lie, I was trying to figure out, I'm like, what? It's a card game with flowers. Playing it, though, I get it, and it's so awesome.
A give that game. I think we need to patent it. So we made the term.
Hashtag give it.
Hashtag give that.
Give that. No, I absolutely love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This one was actually a blast to play, and I'm super excited to share it with you. Guys, this one you probably should just pick up.
And it's $15.
That's what I'm saying. The price point, I mean, really just pick it up.
Absolutely.
This one's really
it's not
fun.
very heavy either. You
No,
can pick
well,
it up.
and the thing is, it's so unique. I can't think of a game like, and the fact that it's so unique, I really do like it. Absolutely must pick up. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.